Hello everybody, this is WattheWut. Before you watch this episode of the Weeb Club Backlog, I just wanted to say something. Ever since my rewatch of Revue Starlight, I've been having a bit of a little bit of a emotional crisis. There's been at least like a month since we recorded this episode. And in that time, I've slowly grown to like Revue Starlight more and more, so I don't even think the score that I have when I recorded this episode is accurate. I think currently, as of recording this, I have it at an 8, and with every passing week, it raises by a number, and I'm very concerned. So everything you're hearing in this episode is my thoughts that have ultimately changed by this point. So that's that. Also, the video I'm referencing is a video that is now private on my channel because it is bad and dumb. It is not the video that I just made. It is a video I made back in 2018 after I was done with it for the 12 days of anime. A video that you'll notice is now gone from my channel because it was bad and dumb. I hope you enjoy yourselves. I'm gonna go die.
3, 2, 1.
今夜もミュージック君へのラッキー笑い合って抱き合って幸せにほらなれるように
So we're talking about WattheWut's favorite anime?
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Weeb Club. Can I get a Weeb Club in chat? Look. I don't know why What picked the show. There's nothing to talk about.
He has to watch it and make a video on it for patrons or something, right?
Well, thank God he's the one making a video on it, not me, because I would die, I think, if I had to make a video on it. In fact, at a certain point in this episode, I know I'm just going to evolve into talking in Twitch emotes because I have nothing to say other than all the girls are hot, especially Die Bananas.
Banana?
Yeah. I want her to split my banana.
Did you hear that? What?
He also
Where's
wants her to split his banana.
No, where the fuck did what go?
No, he's here. He's quietly malding. He decided to...
Yeah.
I can bet that what he's doing is he's going to be quiet until we're done talking, and he's going to fucking either lose his mind about his feelings on this show, or he's just not going to talk, which is...
Okay, so real quick, next time the patron pick we did the poll, we are reading the K-On! Manga, which is 4 volumes, and then we're going to do K-On! High School and K-On! College, which, as I understand it, it's basically like the next year after they graduate, with like the 4 split off and gone to college, and then Azusa's still at school with Ui and at high school. So 6 volumes.
Well,
is,
can't remember the
short-read.
other girl's name, huh?
Yeah, I don't. No,
Fake
I
fan.
can't.
It's okay, I can't either.
I haven't. Okay, so yeah. Anyway, Revue Starlight is fine.
So, for some backstory for my feelings on Revue Starlight.
Oh, there he is.
When I first watched Revue Starlight, back when
the
it was...
Die Banana lover himself.
Back when it came out...
Banana? It's easy to kill 1% round 2, boys. Let's go. Fruit salad, strawberry and banana.
Look, here's the worst part. I think I'm slowly beginning to like banana. It's the worst thing ever. I don't understand it anymore. I don't understand.
It's because of all those banana pictures Fun posted.
You said it.
Look,
what?
Post the fucking pic of her in bed
I
again.
fucking hear your phone buzz in the
This
background.
one where she's... Dude, is it my phone? Because my phone's not going
It's my
off. Is
phone.
it your phone one? Okay. Every time your
sent
phone
me the
fucking buzzes...
Post a
so
screenshot
hot.
in
I'm
chat.
not posting a screenshot. Fine.
She's so hot. Look at her. Look at her. Like, she doesn't have her hair in the bananas. She's just chilling. Big chilling.
Look,
I want to stick my hot banana in her.
I've realized the problem,
agree.
right? As I was slowly as I was rewatching the show, I realized that most of my problem with this show is it's doing things that I can see well, but then at the same time, I think banana is the perfect encapsulation of everything wrong with Revue Starlight. Also, here's the
Because she's hot as fuck.
No.
But also...
No. It's because I could see a good...
hot as fuck.
No.
She's
No.
hot as fuck.
No.
And also,
No.
her hair's bananas, which is
No.
not hot.
Vindy,
No.
check chat real quick.
No.
I did.
No. Okay. So it's
That's
like
funny.
Bananas.
Oh, did you text him that?
I sent him that. just now for the second
Okay,
one.
you know what? So so when I watched Revue Starlight, back when a couple seasons after it first aired, right? Like I watched it back in 2018, which is when I think. Was it 2018? It was the tail end 2018.
It was because if you look on my mail, it says I started in December 2018 and I finished it in July 2020.
Nice.
Because I watched it because you were mauling over it and wouldn't shut the fuck up about it. So I kind of went in with some level of expectation, like I was trying to go in to form my own opinion on it, but like I looked through my notes and I was definitely like thinking dumb things about it.
Yeah.
Like, is the show great? No, but I definitely think you're wrong on some things you were saying then, which I'm not going to talk about unless you bring it up now.
It's a similar case where like with my thoughts on ReZero, but like it differently because like with Revue Starlight, I went into it with my own opinions, thinking that I was gonna like it. I went in expecting to like it a lot because from the outset, there's so much to like about it, right? And even now, there's so much to fucking like about it.
I think I'd like, well, because like to finish my thought is like I had zero interest in the show before watching it, and then at no point in the show did I ever get more interest in it. So I kind of like if I finished it, I probably would give it a 4, but instead I dropped it 5 minutes before the end of episode 11. So it's been marked at like dropped at 10 episodes because I just didn't finish episode 11 when I was literally like a half an hour away from finishing the show. Like, because I just didn't care.
God,
I just couldn't do it anymore.
That. I wish I could have done that,
Well,
honestly.
like, okay, so I watched Revue Starlight, wasn't interested in anything, and as I kept watching, and, you know, a certain twist happened, and then I wanted to kill myself. But, like, and I gave it a fucking 1 out of 10, because I hated it. I despised it. Spoiler alert, I rewatched it now, and while it's more apt to say that the reason why I hated it so much before was because I liked so much about it and then hated the same amount of things about it at the same time. And now that I've kind of cleared my head about it and realized that there's so much to like at the same time that I hate it, it's kind of like this weird, it's like I said on Twitter, it's like cock and ball torture. That's what watching the show is like. It's cock and ball torture.
I was going to make the joke and then it hurts you, but you also like it, so.
Well, I didn't say, it's.
You want banana to step on your banana. We know. We get it.
Banana?
It's fine. He left.
You know.
I'm really excited. I'm losing it. I need clinical help.
Alright, so I guess my thoughts on the show is like,
Okay, so.
yeah, it's got good animation.
It does have really good animation. I'll give it that.
Oh, it's fucking beautiful
like-
animation.
Good music. I love their fucking.
This is the same composer behind Love Live. This is the Love Live composer doing everything.
Oh, I meant their singy songs, not the
No,
fucking...
the same one. Still the same one.
Oh, okay.
I saw like it's fucking absurd and insane, and
Yeah, the production is good. Like the transformation sequence is cool.
we'll get to that. We'll
Story.
get to how Revue Starlight, while being about musicals, breaks the inherent rule of what you should never do for a musical. But we'll get to that.
Well, I think I'm not as mauling over it as you are, but I still think it's really done.
My stance on that is like I think it varies from review to review because there was like a couple that I definitely thought was like okay, there's too much information. There was like one that it was like having dialogue at the same time as the lyrics, which
A lot of them had dialogue at the same time.
Yeah, no, a lot. Well, like one of it, like episode 5, I don't think did that because
no,
it
did. It was making me lose my mind.
And that was my favorite one, so it didn't bother me. Cause like, and some of them were just like, it was simple enough that I didn't feel like I was missing out, at least on my, cause like, that's the thing with us is that we don't understand the language. So, you know, I mean, I'm not gonna say it wouldn't get confusing to hear two things going on at the same time, but it's like, we fundamentally consume it differently. So I don't know like how the reception to that specifically is in Japan. Like I know that you said the lives change it so that they're not doing both at the same time, but
yeah. So, okay. So for any,
I don't know. I'm not gonna say it was good, but I wasn't bothered by it a lot. So
when I was out of town, I was hanging out with my relatives, and my aunt made us watch like Hamilton for the first. I'd never seen Hamilton before, but they had Disney Plus, so they made me watch Hamilton for the first time. And Hamilton is a production that's made entirely for the stage, right? And they like every single song was treated as if it was dialogue because.
Well, yeah, because, you know, on top of that, you can't, if you're doing a musical, You can't have someone sing and talk at the same time. They're not fucking ventriloquists, right? They're not dealing with fucking puppets.
Well, okay, so let me explain like the way there's a principle behind like musical theater that a lot of people follow, and it's the principle behind like why a lot of Disney songs are so like iconic and the way they're put together is. The principle is a character is talking, they're talking, they're doing dialogue, but what happens is the idea is they talk and they can't properly get out the emotion that they want. So when you can't express that emotion through talking, you sing. And then as at a certain point, when you can't express it simply through singing, you dance. And then it's like a pure like instrumental part where it's just the characters just dancing, right? It's that kind of like little balance. It's like, that's how usually musicals are. So for example, Hamilton, the way it does, it skips that entirely by making every single line of dialogue within the songs itself constructed as if every single thing is a song, which is sort of fucking genius. And I know that other things like Les Mis have done that, but Les Mis is fucking good. That's something that isn't that they do. But then there's also something like the film The Greatest Showman, which I saw another YouTuber try to compare Revue Starlight to. The difference is the Greatest Showman never had anybody talking over the fucking songs. They kind of treated the songs how you're supposed to treat a song as a replacement for
Revue Starlight, it treats them like insert songs.
And it's
which isn't really like...
Which, part of my problem is that it sets them up the way a musical would set up its songs. Where, like, during the songs...
But it doesn't treat... Okay, yeah, that makes... Now, and now I understand your issue a little better.
There's a lot of, like... And even some of the times when I would read the words of the songs, they match the emotions going on.
No.
Right? Like the lyrics did. And like, they set them up where like, they're at these climactic points where these characters always have emotions that are like, they're talking through, but why don't you just have them singing through it and deliver me those emotions and what they want to say through song when you're already like instead of having it be like this weird like kind of insert song thing during like these talking battles, just make it a song and like a musical battle. And it fits. I think it thematically fits your series better, and it would just be more interesting.
So there's layers, right? There's layers to because I think the biggest weakness Revue Starlight has is that I kind of think that the reason they did that is because they dumbed it down for the audience.
I was going to say it's either that or it's like the 23-minute runtime. It's like how long would the reviews be if they included all the dialogue and all the musical?
A lot of that dialogue. That's what I'm saying is a lot of the mid-review dialogue
that's true. Yeah,
shouldn't be there because if you can convey that through the song, you should just convey that through the song. Sure, it might be a little bit harder to understand. You might have to use your fucking noggin a little bit more, but it would have made it for a better television.
Hey, Craftsdwarf, you know what show did that? Love Live. Like I was thinking about it because then I went and watched a bunch of other like anime where they have insert songs where the characters just shut up and don't say anything during the song because like it's not even like a thing of like, oh, maybe they're just talking over it because it's not like there's a lot. Here's the thing, Revue Starlight, it's not like there's a lot being said in those songs. A lot of it you could just sing and like you could just have it sing and it's conveyed to you right there. What they're doing isn't introducing more information. They're just being redundant and saying the same thing, but in spoken word at the same time as the song.
And then you would also have, like, your show about musicals being a musical, which is such a, like, okay, for another example that I think is insanely impressive that they did is that's what happens in the Idolmaster anime, right? The songs are used to convey the emotions. But the thing that's crazy about Idolmaster is none of those songs had all existed for years. Like years before the anime.
Love Live kind of does that too. Where like Snow Halation is just a love, it's just a love song, but then like they contextualize it in season 2.
The thing, is like when you can like when other series are doing it, when the songs, and I don't know if these songs are made for specifically Revue Starlight, but if the first time the songs are coming out or in the anime, you can fucking work it in, and if you have to change the way that it's written a little bit to make it fit better, I think that's what you should do.
Who directed this actually?
I don't know.
I have to check.
Just considering like other things have done this better than.
I'm gonna see what else he did. No, because I know the director also worked on like he was the assistant for Revolutionary Girl Utena. Like he worked with I'm blanking on that.
I was wondering if because like I said, he's directing it like their insert songs because like and. Because like when sometimes when they play the OP in the thing, or like Precure will have like character insert songs, at least for they did for a la mode, and they'll have characters talk over that, but they're also not like literally performing them in the show too, like they would in an Idol thing.
Symphogear does that too, and what's a little bit annoying when Symphogear does it is that like part of the idea of Symphogear is that the girls have to be singing the song to get their power, so they're talking while somehow also singing a song. But I think it works in Symphogear because that series is so goddamn campy anyways and so ridiculous and over the top that you don't even care.
Like, look at this screen cap. If this is the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life. Like, it's the dumbest
They're
thing.
saying the exact same thing. Like, it's literally the exact same line.
Like,
and you don't have to say that. You could just sing it.
So-
and, like, I would have been 10 times more invested in the series if they sang it. But as soon as I realized, like, what What's complaint was and that it was, like, a big part of my complaint, I was like, well, there goes my thought for any kind of fun, interesting storytelling to be done. I know I'm getting some dumb bullshit.
Like, okay, so let's talk about one of my favorite episodes of all time. My Hero Academia season I think it's season 4, where they performed Hero 2. There's only one part where they talk over it, like, well, there's two.
I'm pretty sure it's a non-vocal part of the...
Well, it's like, what's being conveyed is like, they quiet it down, so it's not like there's like, it's not like because here's the thing about Revue Starlight's like weird audio mixing is that they're still having the song's vocals really loud at the same time as the people are talking. So I remember Drock was talking to me about it. He was like, because he kept insisting that like the animation was good, so that made it like really interesting. I was like, well, and then he kind of like conceded that like after like the third time, I was just bored and didn't care. And I was like, well, why do you think you didn't care? And it's like, and he was like, I don't know. I was like, well, when you're talking over the thing, and then all you're getting is just, you're getting the sound effects of the swords, you're getting the grunting, you're getting them talking over it at the same time as like the lyrical music playing at the same time, and it's all just jumbling up together. Your mind tunes it out and you can't handle it anymore, so you just think it's not less important than it is. And that I think is why like some people might think that this is just at the people who might think this show is like subtle or something, because the show's obviously not. It's literally saying the point twice in both lyrical and dialogue, right? It's telling it to you twice. But like most people I remember when the show came out, people were talking about like, oh, it's so deep and subtle. Look at all the meaning. I guess you didn't see that. I was like, no, bitch, I saw it. I saw it so much they said it twice. It's like the same person was talking to me, but saying it differently in both of my ears. And it's like, you know,
Right.
It's
ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. Like, what did they do in Hero 2? They quiet down the vocals, so then you can hear Jiro talking to her parents. And then right when it hits again, she's like belting it out. And then the only time they like have like it's, what's a good example? Like, you know, we have Love Live. The entirety of Mirai Ticket is like what they're feeling, and they're singing it out. And then the only time they talk is in the instrumental break, when Chica runs out and says, everybody shine. And that's the only time they talk. And it's during an instrumental.
If you look at Aruko from I'm retarded. Yakusoku.
Yeah,
from
Yakusoku, yeah.
Master. I don't know. I said okay. Whatever. You look at Yakusoku. It's like they talk at a few points in the song. One of them is when Chihaya isn't singing yet. Then they convey the message that the characters like. Here's how big brain that scene at Idolmaster is. This like the characters are conveying the message to each other, to the audience, and then anytime anyone talks, it's like short, like 1 or 2 word things, right?
And it doesn't cut
so like
through the sound.
even though they don't quiet Chihaya down, when it's someone saying like essentially, you know, let's go, like that doesn't overshadow anything, right? Because they're saying a quick like 1 word thing, you know?
All right, Vindy, I want you to I'm gonna sing a funny song about this show is really obvious, and then I want you at the same time to start talking about how the show's really obvious. Ready?
Okay.
Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. This show is
So
really
the
obvious.
show's like super obvious. Like you could tell what's
Oh, it's
happening
so
from the
obvious,
beginning.
don't you think
Like at no
so?
point is it hard to
It's
understand
so
or like every character
obvious.
tells it to you while
Why
singing
is
it
the
to you.
show singing at the same
For
time?
example, like to tell you how the girls have to be tall. It's a giraffe.
I wanna
the
die,
giraffe.
I wanna
That's what
die,
it's like.
I wanna
But that's
die,
what it's
I wanna
like
die, I
watching
wanna
it.
die.
And that's why it's pissing me off, because I went and rewatched the best song in the show, which is in episode 8. It's Recreate, because it has Mimura and fucking like chatting out, and then all of a sudden it just ruins it. Because like here's how they start. Every single time the scenes start with them singing it, like with their mouths moving, and then they're just talking over each other. And I'm like, why? And the worst part is like, there's like, you know what? I was watching Greatest Showman today, and they had every single movement, every single sound effect, every single step and walk match the beat and the rhythm of the music. You know what Revue Starlight doesn't do?
be good.
Yeah,
And-
well,
Yeah, I
So-
did look it up, and the director hasn't mainline directed anything. So this is his first role as main director, basically.
Yeah, well, here's another thing I think to think about, Crafts, for maybe why, like, What and I get so about this is because, like, you know, or I guess for the audience.
I was
'cause
about to
Crafts
say,
knows
like,
this.
yeah, I don't really care for music that much.
Because, like, What and I have both done, like, theater and musical theater before, right?
yeah, which is
Yeah, no,
which is what
because because you mentioned Hero 2, which I didn't give a shit about. Like, if it's good, cool. If it's not, whatever. I don't care. Like, I don't care too much either way. So it didn't bother me in review. Even though, yeah, I'm like I said or before, I'm not gonna say it's good, but I'm also gonna say I don't care.
It's kind of why, like, anybody who ever talks about this show and tries to talk about how it's a great representation for anyone who's a fan of musical theater, you are lying to yourself. You don't understand musical theater. And funnily enough, every person I've seen talk about and jack it off has most likely never done musical theater in their lives. Because, like, if you do something like that, if you're a fan of musicals, if you fucking get your rocks off to fucking, you know, to fucking Greatest Showman or fucking any Disney musical scene, you get your rocks off to that, and then you watch Revue Starlight, and you would be pissed off. You would lose your mind. Like, not even like because it's not hard to understand. Again, it's so obvious they're saying the same thing to you twice at the same time, but like they won't shut up. I'm like, just shut up. Just sync up the movements to the music. That's all you have to do. You literally have that's the thing. They have the blueprints for brilliance, and then they just say, "Fuck you. You're too dumb to understand it. Let's just talk over it twice." And it's like, why? Why would you do that?
Have a character named Die Bananas.
Okay.
Constantly make banana because we're a good series, and that's good.
Hey, Craftsdwarf, you want to know what the realization that broke me was?
Well, is it a spoiler?
Well, no, it's not a spoiler, but what do bananas
Okay.
come in?
Bunches?
And what is Banana's thing? Is that she's alone?
Let's go! Die Banana, best written character in fiction.
Look, listen, I was realizing it, I was like, I kind of would like Banana if she wasn't
noticed that
the biggest sin
she's
of all
the-
time. If she wasn't a fucking minion, that would be, like, that's the worst thing about her. She's a fucking minion. But then otherwise, she's great. And I'm like, I hate you. Every time...
No, yeah, like the only thing I don't like about her is her dumb banana hair and the fact that she the way she cooks banana muffins is like what did you say, Vindy? Like serial killer like or
Post
something?
it again. Post it
Like-
again right now.
I called her a psychopath. Are you talking about the banana muffins?
No, none posted that
Yeah,
picture.
post
so
it again. Post it again.
I'll have to save it.
You could just copy it and paste.
Yeah, no, she's a fucking psychopath.
Well, I
But
mean,
she's a cute
well,
psychopath.
I mean, because I was realizing something while watching the show. The reason why I had so much hate for it was because I was liking things about it before. That's why I gave it a 1, because it was just making me angry, irrationally angry the entire time. And I realized it now. It's because
I mean, a lot of some of the because I even wrote some
that's
notes
so
down. Like
bad.
some of the things you were saying before were just stupid, but you haven't said them yet, so I won't say anything.
Well, no,
But,
because I don't think I agree with any of it. Like, you also
Okay,
have
that's
to
good,
understand, Craftsdwarf. There was a certain someone who was talking to me the entire.
Yes, I know.
A certain
I
Higurashi Star Wars-
apologize
a certain-
because I would reply to your old thing that you thought that you don't anymore, and make you respond to it when you don't think
Look,
that
listen,
anymore.
When,
and,
when you
yeah.
have dumbass fucking Star Wars is deep because the video game had themes whispering in your ear the entire time, any
You know
show will
what?
fucking be fucking
I don't
terrible and
think the
awful.
show had themes. I don't think the show was
Look,
about anything.
like, I don't, like, why was I thinking that? Because I was thinking about, I was like, why the fuck did I say that? Why the fuck was I talking about how,
This is
like,
our second show that doesn't have themes.
I was
we've
like,
watched. It's Waddington and this.
I was like, why the fuck? Look, I was thinking about some of the things I was saying. It's like, why the fuck did I think about, like, that idea of, like, the other
Well, like,
review didn't
there's,
matter?
like-
Or, like, why the fuck was I talking about how, like, you know, other systems
Yeah,
had
there's
this?
literally times where the characters will say something and I'm like, oh, there it fucking is. Like the banana, the one of the complaints you had about banana. Like I mentioned power scaling themes because that's what you were fucking doing
Before, right?
back then
Sorry?
with
Wait,
one of
I'm
your complaints
sorry?
about. With one of your complaints about like, well, why does banana beat what's her
Yeah,
fa-
yeah,
you know
yeah,
like
yeah,
and
watched
and then they literally state it in the moment and I'm
Yeah,
like, oh,
say the things I was saying before, because like I remember just watching this.
Well,
rewatching
I'd
this.
count it as a spoiler
Okay,
because
yeah, we'll talk
there's
about it in the spoilers.
especially about banana.
We'll roast past me in spoilers because past me again. was talking to someone who thought Star Wars is deep because the prequels had themes. Okay, like that's.
Are there any non-spoiler things? Like, I guess characters. Like, see, it's funny you hate to dive a banana because I'd say like, I mean, I don't have strong feelings towards many.
Why
like,
I hate her? It's because every time
I'm
she
also
opens her
hot,
dumb
though.
mouth with
Die
a
banana. Hot.
oh yeah, they keep doing that. They have their fucking dancing. I don't know what they're called. Leotards. I don't fucking know. I don't know anything.
When when fucking Karen, that shot that they use like 4 times where Karen's in her fucking leotard. Her
they
face
love
and
showing
Hikari's
yes.
tits and she's stretching.
They love that stretch
Josh,
where they have the character in the tits and their ass is all puffed out because they're stretching. And it's like, yeah, they know what's up.
Vindy,
Fucking
Hikari's,
Karen's
listen,
hot.
listen. Hikari's so
Fucking Smash Bros is hot. Cindy Mayo's
listen.
hot.
Oh, she was just straight up naked in the last 2 episodes.
Listen, Hikari's fucking great. I love her. She's literally a what character. And I was like, how the fuck? I was so mad. Because I was also mad watching this, thinking like, why the fuck didn't I like her the first time? Because she's great. And it was like,
None of these girls would have punched me hard enough, so I couldn't say I stand any of them.
It's really funny that I thought like Claudine.
Am I wrong?
It's really funny that I thought Cora and Smash Brothers and Tendy Mayo were like the best characters before, and now I think they're not like even like in the top because the rest of them were just way better. They're good, but they're not as good as the rest of them.
Because like I don't really like see the like those 4 in the last like couple episodes. Like I liked almost everyone except Glasses. Like I like that.
You don't like
my favorite
stretch
of show is the.
She's okay.
She's fine.
She's fine.
She exists. Well, it's like I just like relatively speaking, like even then, it's like they exist, but like I like the middle stretch of the show from like episode 5 to like episode 9 is probably like for me the closest I got to enjoying it.
You know who's the worst? That shitty fucking giraffe. I hate him. He's terrible. He's the worst thing about this show.
But he understands, though.
We can finally talk about the last thing I have to say about this show before I get up to go get a drink because I actually don't care after this.
I'm so like.
Look, why does he fucking talk telepathically? Okay, I know there's magic bullshit going on. Have your fucking giraffe open his fucking mouth when he talks. If you're gonna have him talk, open his goddamn mouth.
It's also funny because I'm pretty sure like if I'm correct, last week Vindy was like, "Wow, I love this voice actor when he voices Roswell," and now he's like this.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure it's the same.
Hold on. I love the voice actor.
I know. Yeah, I know.
I love the way this voice actor sounds.
Right.
Every time I hear this man, I'm pretty sure it's the same. I'm gonna make sure. But every time I hear this fucking guy, it's great. I love the way he talks. He's a bunch of chads, one after another.
No, yeah, the voice acting itself is good, but yeah, it's
overhaul,
it's a giraffe. So
they make sure it is Roswell. I'm pretty sure it is. But I love him. But like, look, I fucking hate the trope in fucking anime of motherfuckers not opening their mouths when they talk. Open your fucking mouth, you stupid fucking giraffe bitch.
Why you
know
hate
you
him?
can.
That's why you hate him? I hate him because he just keeps saying what
He's
kind
not
of Roswell every
Roswell.
5 fucking seconds, and then like he just demand like this stupid fucking giraffe.
Yeah, he's not Roswell, Crafts.
When we talk about
the same.
No, he's talking the same way, but it's
when
not
we
Roswell.
talk about the last episode of Revue Starlight, I'm gonna
Go for it. I have nothing more to say.
No. Well, I would say when we talk about it, because there's other things that I just really want to say in general. Because like, look, this show is like it. I think the biggest way I could describe this is it has the blueprints and the things you need for something that's fucking perfect. That's great. But then it decides to dumb it down and then just fuck around a bit. And that muddles anything good that it could have. And it's like if you just had balls and just went for it and didn't care if people were gonna misunderstand your point, like you would have fucking good shit, like top tier shit. And
so for you were talking about the live show, is the whole thing like available and subbed? Like, is it possible to just watch that instead? And is it?
You could probably find it elsewhere. Like, it's not like the choreography's that great because they're
because I was about to say because obviously if you don't like this version and it's something that could be fixed in another like adaptation or medium or something like that, then maybe you would like that other thing. I mean, because it would at least avoid that pitfall.
I mean, like I also was realizing that like they kind of made it for the people who like TV things because I was only watching the performances, and I was just pointing out that the performances themselves were just like, because I was that's a good point. Because again, I've mentioned this a billion times, but that pause and select video where he talks about television anime and how there's a difference between a musical that demands your that it's like theater. It is theater. It has all of your attention, so it expects you to focus. Where this is a TV show, and it doesn't really on some level it's not expecting. Not everyone's going to watch every episode. Not everyone's going to be paying their full attention to every episode. And that's why.
It is literally dumbing it down. So
and that's why, I find it so weird, right? Is because
and the reception to it was weird when you say that, because like, yeah, though it's so subtle and it, no.
No.
But I mean, we are like, I mean, you know, we were in the opposite camp saying it was about nothing for dumb reasons,
Well,
but
because,
you know, which
you know,
was a bit like harsh. Yeah, but now we're just better.
We were
at
trying to be
understanding
great
things. Like,
Jedi,
oh yeah,
you know?
it's all literally right there.
Yeah.
You know, so
We were trying to be great Jedi.
and there is one like cultural thing that like just to because I will say this because I guess it is pretty important and a Westerner might not know it immediately is it's the top star thing that comes with the show is supposed to be a reference and like exploration of the top star system at the Takarazuka it is a school
Revue,
slash
yeah.
like yes right where it's where they do stage shows and in Japan, like, this is at least a common enough thing where, like, so, because I've actually seen it referenced in Ojimajo Doremi, which is made for 7-year-olds, and the character who brings it up is 8. So it's like, Takarazuka is common enough knowledge in Japan that they would expect a child watching a magical girl show to know about it or be able to ask their parents. But in the West, I didn't hear about Takarazuka until Revue Starlight, basically. So knowing that like one thing that's never stated in the show is that like, well, Takarazuka, like, because they play it's an all female theater, so they'll play like I believe they did like a Legend of Galactic Heroes stage show where most of the cast is male, but they're all played by women. So that's that. So they value like tallness is the thing that was brought up in like one of the videos because Tendo Maya, who's like the one character, she's the tallest character in the cast. And why is it a giraffe?
She's actually
because
not.
giraffes are tall.
She's actually not.
Oh, is she
really.
not? Okay, I thought that was mentioned in the one video.
That
so
was
I assumed
what I
it to be
also thought
true.
was really dumb because I was watching it again and the show again. And I was like, wait, no, she's not the tallest. There's literally a character who's taller than her.
Claudia or who's taller?
The fucking minion is taller than Tendo Mayo.
Okay, which actually fits kind of with one thing, but
because
yeah,
it's one of those cases where again, like the people who like the show just don't understand it. Like they don't understand what it's doing.
It's the Ray Zero thing or whatever. The curse of popularity. Well, it's not even popular. That's the thing. Like the show isn't
like nobody fucking talks. Like how many because like.
This is like the most the show will have been relevant in in a year probably, which is a podcast with how many subs?
Yeah.
Like
we've actually been growing pretty steadily.
I know, but like relatively speaking, this is still the most relevant the show is going to have been on AnyTube for a year.
How many favorites does the Minion have on my anime list?
177, which was the most popular character in Revue Starlight, which I literally looked it up and was like, hey, this is funny. I'm going to use this to fuck with WattheWut because he hates her.
Like, I hate her so... It's so funny that I hate her so much less now because now I see her and I'm like, okay, well, like, I think by comparison, if I look up Yohane on, like, my anime list, she has how many favorites? Let me see, because it's like... I can't even, like... Where do you find that at, actually? Oh, she has 1,945... So like,
yeah, no one like the characters in Revue I mean you'd have to compare popularity too because obviously stuff with more, like that's more popular is gonna have like more favorites overall. But I did check a couple of shows in the same range, and the couple I checked both had their most popular character that weren't obviously like from a manga or sequels or anything like that. Both had characters more popular than Dai Banana. So like in general, people like the characters aren't what people really like about the show. Not that they're necessarily bad or anything, but for me, I didn't care about them too much. Like
what rewatching it made me realize is that they're kind of actually pretty good. Like I liked them. Like I started to like them a lot, and I was like, "What the?"
They had some fun interactions, and some of the dialogue is definitely stupid.
Oh, yeah,
like
no. Okay.
I love / hate this one.
I'll talk about one that broke me. It's like because episode 4 was like really dumb. It was really dumb. Like I think that's its problem. It has the potential to...
This fucking lie. You're like a banana to everyone. Like, excuse me? It's so funny.
Come back.
Vindy, you're like a banana to everyone.
Why?
I don't know.
Oh, thank you.
Because you're tall. I don't fucking know. You'd be great for Takarazuka.
But I'm not a woman.
Oh shit, you're right. Just become trans.
No.
Oh, sad.
I'm not what? That's his gimmick.
You're right. Where'd he go?
Wait, hold on. I didn't mean to be offensive and say that being trans is again. I'm sorry. I take that back. That was a transphobic comment.
So Vindy toxic.
Oh, did what leave as well?
I he didn't say anything. I was talking.
Water.
Did he disconnect from the internet? No. Wait, maybe.
Hey,
Oh, he's
hey
back.
guys, I'm back.
What
I'm
happened?
back.
Are you okay?
I don't know what happened, you know? I don't know what happened. It was a little weird, you know? It was a little strange, but, you know, we're going to keep moving on. 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 We're going to keep moving on.
What?
We're going to keep moving
What?
on. We're going to keep moving on. We're going to keep moving on.
What?
We're going to keep moving on. What?
You're like a banana to everyone.
You know, I did actually like the joke where she was like, when it was like the cold day and she's like, a frozen banana, just to say that she's cold. That's how she says I'm cold. She goes, frozen banana. And then she sees Karen and goes up to Karen and hugs her. And is like, warm
Hot
banana
banana.
or hot banana. Yeah, whatever the
And then,
fuck
well,
it
like,
is.
I think Karen earlier said, like, bananaisu, and then everyone just, like cringes, but then she starts saying it later, like, unironically. Like, yeah, there's some fun interactions and stuff, you know, it's fine.
Like, Craftsdwarf might fuck about this show. It's so hard to fucking watch.
Alright, let's move on to spoilers.
What if they're...
Oh my god, you guys didn't get to fucking spoilers yet? Dude, I like made my trip to go get a drink even longer. I was like, can they get through some fucking discussion?
Well,
while
like,
I'm
I
gone?
think there was, like, I'm trying to think... Oh, you know what? Actually, upon rewatch, the opening is actually pretty good. Like, it's not that great, but it's,
Dude.
like, it's pretty good.
You're making a video about this show. Let's just fucking...
No, but, like, I was
He
just...
has to.
No, because I'm...
He literally has to, yeah.
Fine. Moving on. Spoilers. Play the kind of decent opening. Yeah.
We don't do that, but okay.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe you will.
I do.
You're editing it.
Are you
so-
serious?
Oh, you do?
I literally do. I've been doing it this entire time.
For the backlogs?
Yes.
I've watched the backlogs.
When I do spoilers,
All
I
of them.
play it at like 2 times speed. It's like a joke.
Oh, okay. I never recognized that as the OP. Okay.
Okay. So Craftsdwarf. When this fucking shitty ass fucking sign like fucking this fucking giraffe, this Madagascar motherfucker turns his head and looks at me and says, "You're watching this too. You like this
That-
shit, don't you?" I was like, I'm gonna go buy a gun. I'm gonna go buy a rifle. Peter's gonna have to fucking stop me. Because I'm gonna go to fucking Africa right now. Buy a fucking plane. Risk Corona. Buy a fucking plane to Africa. Go down there and shoot all those fucking long neck motherfucking bastards eating the fucking leaves out of the tree. If I see
I like giraffes, though.
No,
cool.
they're all dead now. Toys R Us?
No, yeah.
Toys
When he
R Us,
like
dead.
turns to, he like literally turns to the audience and like winks, and I'm like, okay, fuck you.
Dude,
Don't do
but the
that.
llama in Love Live did that.
It wasn't talking to me, Vindy.
Yeah, but he looked at the audience and winked. It was my favorite part of school.
It's
Surprise.
not
Being
the
more
same thing.
metaphorical
It was
than-
not the same thing. It was not the same thing.
So funny.
It was-
Love Live, dude, with that llama fucking
It wasn't the
face
same
in
thing.
camera. Are you
Shut up.
kidding me,
Shut
dude?
up.
I was
Shut up.
crying.
Shut up. 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 I'm gonna fucking break his fucking big dumb fucking giraffe neck and fucking break his fucking legs and stab him in the fucking throat with it. Anyway,
But it's true, though.
so anyway, you know, I think that's the thing, is that Revue Starlight can be smart, but then just chooses to be dumb on purpose. Like every time the minion opens her fucking mouth, she says a banana pun. Hot banana, banana ice, banana ice, cold banana.
Well, Karen said that one first, so just saying.
I love how he brings up banana ice, even though you literally
I just said that, yeah.
while he was gone.
No. So, Revue Starlight is a show. The entire crux of it is like, so we're gonna roast on every single take I ever had before, and we're just
God.
because
We
like,
have to.
or at least the ones that Craftsdwarf remembers, because I don't remember any of my old takes.
Okay, so the one that we were about to get to was...
Never mind.
this is-
Craftsdwarf sent me fucking bananas on my fucking phone. So now this podcast over. Thank you guys for watching. I gotta fucking kill myself. I gotta defenestrate myself right fucking now. I'm gonna just.
It's funny that these are the... Because I got a new phone, so these are the only texts I have with what on it. It's just like me sending him 2 bananas and then banana nice, so... Anyway, so the one that the power scaling themes that I remember is that you were it's bad that Nana is like, oh, she wants to, like Tennomai is the representation of the system, and Nana wants to preserve the system, and somehow
I don't know. Okay, so I don't understand where I got that point of Tennomai as a system, because that's just not true.
I think it's you. It was like the UT Underscope video or something like that, where he's making because like he was also the one who said that she's the tallest, which means she's like, and
he's
like
not.
which one is wrong, and like what I realized just now because of that, when you pointing out Nana's actually the tallest, is that like Maya even says when she gets beaten is like, wow, you had this potential, or you could be that, which it's kind of the point, because Nana can be better, but she's directing that energy backwards on like replaying everything because she doesn't want to go forward. She's afraid of she's had this thing that she likes, and she's afraid to, with her battle with Hikari is now you have Hikari who has experienced failure and never wants to fail again, with Nana who has never experienced failure but also never wants to fail, so she just wants to redo things, and like
look.
And so it makes sense basically. Yeah, and the complaint, which was you were responding to someone who was dumb, and you were like making another dumb
people
point.
Who are dumb. So like here's the thing.
True.
So
yes.
Here's the idea. The idea behind supposedly what people were trying to say about Tennomai, people who liked the show, people who were proclaiming it to be the second coming of Jesus Christ, were trying to say that like, oh, Tennomai represents the system. Takarazuka, she's the tallest. She represents. She's
the best. She's like she's the ideal of what the system wants from its actors, basically, or actresses rather.
Not true, because Banana is like, there's literally a scene like, so in Banana's episode 7, she's literally sitting there during the first time, and then Tennomai is like, it's like she's basically looking at her like, why are you fucking around like this? You could be better, and I know you're better.
There was another scene. At the scene I thought you were gonna mention is, I think Maya was talking about like the backstage crew, the Class B, who did and she's saying that they're top star. Like they're basically like, she values them as much as the top star.
Yeah,
like,
it's like this.
There's this whole thing that the school is built around like idolizing, but Maya's like, the people who write the scripts, the people who set up the props, the people who handle lighting,
super important.
They're as important as the most important and that's like, and that who's the one who's involved with that? Banana. It's like
she's like directly calling Banana out like multiple times throughout the show, and it's like it's no wonder, right? It's like a similar thing. The people who like the show are stupid, and the people who were like hating the show and saying it was about nothing, we're also stupid and whispering that shit.
Right, because they're responding to the points, like, again, like, yeah, that, like, the other one about Takarazuka was how, there's another school that also has auditions, but then, like, we're holding the audition in Japan next. Like, they're the same audition, they're just in different, I don't know why they're in different places, like, because that is a little weird, but it's like, it's only the one audition.
Yeah. I think it's just weird and dumb.
And it is
it's like, but like, it's like whatever.
Did you just call me dumb? Oh, I thought you said, I didn't,
no,
Discord cut out, so you just, I think it's just like, you're dumb, and I'm like, oh.
Yeah, I mean, you are weird.
I
mean, technically speaking, you yourself are weird and dumb. But like, I just think like the fact that
I can't even deny it.
I just think the fact that it is multiple reviews is just weird and dumb. But then I thought about it, and I was like, nah, there's no other way that could.
Or there's multiple locations for it, but
I think the way I could word it is that like, there's a lot of things.
Well, yeah, because they need Hikari to not. I mean, maybe they could have. Or go on.
I think like I was thinking about it, I was like, there's a lot of things in Revue Starlight where it's like, they could have done something different, but for the sake of what they're trying to do, they have to do it. And I was like, in that sense, it's like, it's unavoidable.
Right, like that's exactly what I was going to bring up, because Hikari needs to not be, like, she needs to move away from Karen for their whole like dynamic and arc to work. But she also needs to be working to be the top star, and her having failed a review before fits into like her arc with and then her conflict with Nana. So it's like, it's all there, and it makes sense, but they have to make this concession of like, okay, she can't be in Japan, so let's move her. Okay, what's another country that has a notable theater? Oh, sure, England, London, sure, why not?
Dun.
And then, okay, well, there's just like, yeah, it is a concession to that Takarazuka parallel, but like, I don't think it ruins it, which is what we were arguing back then.
Yeah,
because well, because like your response to that was like, well, an actual stage production has multiple actors, and that's literally the point.
It was not multiple actors,
multiple top actors, sorry.
Like multiple headers. Like it's
okay, that's a little different from the actual, because like that's basically almost what Karen says in the last episode,
which,
about how like because that's like the flaw, like the top star, because like that's what the show is supposed. It's like it is critiquing it, but it's also like at the end of the day, the characters. So anyway, so like the thing with the top star system is that, I completely lost my train of thought.
The idea. Okay, so
I had themes.
I think
Say maybe you'll make me remember
I
by you
think
talking about it.
my thing with the top star system is that like it's like a lot of things with every Starlight where it's like the point's there, it's really obvious, and they could have done it well. It's just there's certain things about it that just kind of like okay. So within the very play of of Starlight, it's this idea that like, oh, grab one star, you'll get a small happiness. Grab the other star, you'll get great wealth. But then grab both, you'll get an eternal wish. So it's like it's right there. Like if just two people.
What? What?
Check my name. Check what he changed my name to. Can you screen cap that? Can you screen cap what he changed my name to? Can you screen cap what this piece of shit motherfucker changed my name to?
It was Vinny's idea.
That was my idea.
Okay, I'll change it back. Here.
I have a question, but I gotta wait for what to come back and then some time to pass.
Okay.
Oh, that didn't work. Okay. Okay. All right. Keep going. What? Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Because because all the other characters who failed, they were trying to become the top star, but they were fulfilled without. It was without becoming the top star. So it's like it's not like this end all be all. And then of course Karen points out at the end because Hikari becomes the top star. And then she's like hollow, and like because all she didn't even want anything. She didn't because you get like a desire granted, but she just wanted to be a top star. So it was like hollow, and so the point isn't to become the top star because there's other actors so I think I was going somewhere with that, but I forget why.
Okay, so there's a couple things with the top star system that's a little weird, like in the way the show executes it, right? So the inherent idea behind it is like. They try to pull some like Monica Magica, you achieve you pull a wish, and then you have to pay for it in some other way. Like you steal from the glimmer of other people. It's like that's kind of the thing it does. Like it's introduced only in the Britain one, where it's like in order to be the top star, you must steal the glimmer of the shine of the stage from everybody else, right? That's kind of like a thing because the top one is better than the rest, but then then steals the spotlight from the rest of them. Which I guess is just like critiquing that idea in general, but then you notice that
because that's what Karen says at the end is like the top star system is fundamentally not like how acting works, and performances work. Yeah,
that's what she says, and that's why I was like, that's why when watching it, you're just like, okay, but then why is the system like this? That's kind of dumb. It's like that's why it's like I get that they're trying to make the point, and there's the theme. But that's what I was gonna say. Is like I feel like the Takazuka connection is there, but we're in the West. We have you guys have worked in like theater, but we have zero perspective on Takazuka. Like, what does it even take to be a top star? Why do they recognize their actresses? Like, what? No, it's not like so.
Like, what is it like for a student or for someone there to be like actual human beings competing? Like, because we've only seen it through this abstraction, through this like these fictional characters competing for that thing in a very like. With swords and transformations, like I don't know what the real thing is like because I have zero perspective on it, so I don't know how like I don't have much to take from it aside from just like the more just like what is the story in its own context, like, so I don't know but
so
what were we gonna say?
My thing, right, is that like Revue Starlight's one of those shows where it's like with like Monica Magica. When there's the idea behind the system, and the only way to break out of the system is to inherently defy it, right? And there's like, in order to defy it, there's like this big jump that you have to do, and like this outside the rules of the system. With the system, it's the same thing with Revolutionary Girl Utena, which is why I kind of like thought about Revolutionary Girl Utena, which is like the only way to break out of the system.
Well, because like there's definitely some influence, but you were maybe overstating it before. Yeah. But this show's just trying to be Utena. Well, it's like really, it's doing enough on its own that I don't like there's clear influences with how they're fighting with swords and they're not directly attacking each other, but they have to knock something off. And
there's a lot.
I mean, there's a transformation sequence, but it's like they're very different transformation sequences. So it's just like
I would say that most of it is like the general idea of what is happening is basically the same. But they get nuance, and they're
both critique. Like one is a critique of the Takazuka's top star system, and the other is a critique of like I think fairy tales. It's been a while since
it's a critique of like gender roles and like
And that's I haven't watched Utena in literally years.
So like they're both kind of doing. That's like what I mean by that is like the actual details within it are too different to call it the same thing. But basically, with Utena, in order to break out of the system, you have to inherently like defy it, do something that the system does not want you to do. But my thing was when watching Revue Starlight, I kind of still think about this is like there's literally an avenue to get out of it, and people and the characters constantly talk about the avenue to get out of it. And then they just do the thing to get out of it. And it's like, and to me, watching this is like, why didn't anybody else do that? Especially when you look at like the Japan review, where like all of these characters are in pairs, where they all kind of just like each other. And they're like, I want this for somebody else. It's like, the only reason they're doing it like this is because the system's telling them to do it, rather than because they want to. Like even Banana, the only reason Banana does what she does is because she wants everybody to shine equally and like together. It's kind of like, I was watching this and I was like, there's literally an avenue within the story of Starlight itself for you guys to exit the system. And like, it's just all it took to do it is just for someone to choose that avenue in the system that's already there. As opposed to like other shows that talk about a system where in order to break out of it, they have to do something drastic and big. And that was my thing was like watching this. I was like, especially when they read this story a bunch of times, they read the story of Starlight a million times and they keep bringing up the fact that if you grab both stars, then you'll achieve something great. And the entire time, it's like, it's so obvious that it's there. That's the thing. Revue Starlight's obvious.
Well, I mean, I was going to say, like, in the second last episode, Karen, like, retranslated herself and found a different, like, reading of it, and that sort of leads to the ending. So,
I mean,
they're reading a different version of the story than the one that Karen rewrote, which is also, like, literally what happens in the last episode.
Yeah, it's like, that's what I mean, right? Is that, like, I feel like if they just... It would be kind of slightly more brilliant if it wasn't so overt with everything, right? Because, like, I feel... That's my problem, is that, like, I think I'm noticing it more and how weird it is because it's so overt with everything it's trying to do. Like, oh my god, Tokyo Tower, it's tall. The giraffe is tall. Banana. It's like... If you watch this show and you're, like, genuinely...
I love how you just say banana for no reason.
Well, because, listen... The banana is the most obnoxious piece of, like, symbolism it could possibly do. Because then it starts saying some shit like, bananas are nutritious and make everybody feel nice. And it's for everyone. And you're like a banana. Look, you just... My hair is bananas. I have banana accessories. I cook using banana. Because they did it later. Like, did it with...
Do you think she uses banana-scented shampoo?
I think she uses the banana-shaped dildo. Yeah, that shut you the fuck up. Anyway,
I've been holding on to that question, by the way, for I think 30 minutes. I've been sitting here waiting for a long
it doesn't even.
So okay,
it doesn't even
okay, Vinny, that has
bananas.
You know what?
Uses
Fuck you,
banana scented.
No, Vindy, that's so funny because like that's exactly how I felt when I got the when you were doing the Fire Force episode and you brought up Burns and I was like, oh, you mean Gildarts meets Sans Undertale? And I was like, I've been holding on that one for a while. So
give me a second. I'm changing my fucking profile picture right now because I'm fucking actually like.
Banana?
Shut up for a second. Keep talking though, Craftsdwarf. Keep talking while I.
I mean, I don't know. Like, yeah, they beat you over the head with it, but I did like the individual conflicts, and stuff.
Oh my god, there's none. I'm looking for good shit, and it's not giving it to me. I'm literally like, oh my god, fuck Revue Starlight. Oh my god, just give me one, please. I just want one thing that just give it to me. Give it to me. I just want a fucking picture of. Oh fuck it, I don't care anymore. I'm gonna fucking pick this one because she's sitting there. It's her fucking birthday or some shit. I don't fucking care anymore. I'm downloading it. Downloads. Yeah, it's in my downloads folder. It's this. I'm making my profile picture this now.
Her birth Nana day.
Yeah. You're so funny.
Let me guess.
And yeah, it's just that now. That's my profile picture. And you know what?
She looks terrible in that picture.
You know what? Yeah, maybe that's the intent.
She looks like that fucking girl from Magia Record in that picture.
Well, you know what? Good. Oh. There.
Did that video ever come out anywhere?
No.
Okay.
I have to. I'm gonna release it like before like the next season of Magia Record or whatever because it's coming out. And so
just release it.
Because look, listen.
I've been waiting for everything to see the
yeah. Okay. Anyway, so what?
The object of my nightmare.
Look, listen. Like they did that same kind of symbolism with the cuck, because like because there was the thing about the potatoes, and it was way more subtle and like kind of nicer.
Oh, I was trying to remember what character you're talking about.
I liked that one. It was good because it was because the entire idea is like, oh, she doesn't like anything about herself. She doesn't think she's special, you know. And then they point out like, look at these potatoes that your family gave you, right? You know, you're warm and like you're unassuming on the outside, but you're really warm and nice on the inside, full of flavor. You know, and then they watched the video of it, and that's what made me cry. Was when they watched the fucking video. And they showed her they showed the video of her that their family sent her again, and she was like, you know what, I want to be someone who shines for everybody who loves me, and I started fucking crying, and I was like,
yeah, and then she had like the glitter effect that she kept seeing from Karen, but finally saw it from herself, and it was good. That was probably my favorite episode of the show.
Yeah, the glitter effect's terrible and awful and turbo bad.
Oh no, that's not. I was okay.
No, I'm saying that. I'm just saying that. Like, yeah, you're right. It was really good. And I even thought that like that review, like when they did it,
and it was. It was the baseball stuff. It was, and it was, her ideal world, but it was all hollow because it was just a hollow fantasy. And I was like, yeah, themes.
It was actually kind of good and creative, right? With the way they were using the cutouts and stuff. Like when she was acting out the fucking
and it was like funny how she was like, they like went, like she kept knocking Karen through all the other reviews that were going out at the same time. And I don't know, it was fun.
Yeah. Like that was and I was like, yeah, this is nice. And then like it did the
fun and nice.
I think bananas are like a war crime in other countries. They're gonna make a banana war crime. I hope like somebody a war leader gets assassinated with a banana, so then bananas are just seen as taboo for the rest of time. But anyway.
You mean based?
So anyway, you know.
So would you say it was banana meat?
I could have.
Banana meat. What's listening is mine. But yeah, I will say, like, even though the show is obvious, like, it's still really good with, like, yeah, the using the symbols and, like, feeding, fat, like, the Tiger and Dragon stuff in the Futaba Kaoruko stuff was good, because...
oh, he's fucking gone. Thank God. Fucking...
I have a plan. Keep this episode going now as long as possible because I have to.
Okay, Craftsdwarf, we're gonna end it in a couple minutes. Are you ready?
No.
We're gonna end in a couple minutes just so this fuck can just stop.
I mean, I don't think we have that much more to go.
But no, okay. I'll be fast. But I have an idea that I need to.
I haven't talked enough about
real.
Like. Well,
yeah. Just go.
He's gonna go grab banana. He's gonna eat the fucking banana.
I'm being fast.
He's gonna go grab banana. He's gonna eat in the middle of the episode. It's gonna be really fucking funny.
Important.
Oh yeah, I bet it.
I wish I had bananas in my house right now.
I have bananas in my house. I ate one yesterday. It was pretty nice. Anyway, like,
it's banana nice.
As fucking fast as I can.
I'm done with this podcast, man. I can't fucking take this podcast anymore. I'm fucking tired. Every single time. Every single fucking time.
I love how what keeps saying nice as if I'm not gonna say banana nice in response.
They're so funny. They're so funny. Oh, wow, they're so funny. They're comedic geniuses. Anyway,
you keep saying nice as if you don't know what's gonna fucking happen. All right, you haven't talked enough. Say what you're going.
I want to pick Futaba up and like bend her over on a piece of furniture. What? Can you blame me though? Like, there's a lot of character dynamics I realized were really good, and the show intentionally has these people be in pairs, and the only pair that I don't like is literally the fucking minion and Leia from Saint Snow with glasses.
They have like a couple good interactions, like after the at the end of the banana episode, but it's like as a pair, they're definitely I've been had to think for a second, like, oh yeah, they're because like Nana kind of just she does kind of like. I don't know. I'd say she's probably like maybe up there with she's one of the more well written characters. Like I thought her conflict was good. They're really blatant. Like the banana stuff it's kind of dumb. And
hey, did you realize that she can't cry for shit? Her Seiyu can't cry for shit. Like she just can't cry.
Sad.
Did you hear it? She's like, that's what it sounded like, and I was like, holy shit, are you fucking with me? I remember like when I had Irvin edit my first video, he pointed that out to me. He's like, she can't cry, and I was like, what do you mean? And then he put the clip in my video, and I was like, holy shit, she can't. She just actually can't.
Sad.
It was so funny. I was like, oh my god. Nothing Banana could do could piss me off more than that fucking giraffe look at the screen and tell me that I fucking like this shit. That is the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. That was the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. But yeah, like...
No, because I didn't get to that part when I watched the show first, or first watched the show, because that would have made me mad. But it did make me mad, but it didn't, it didn't stick with me aside from well, that's just fuck off.
It made me irrationally angry. I was like, why are you doing this? Because that's what... It's like, okay... So I think one of the best dynamics in this show is Karen and Hikari. Like, they're actually really good, and watching them interact is really interesting. Because, like, there's the idea that, like, Hikari says...
Oh, yeah, we kind of talked about that one before, but that was another past what thing that was dumb where, because you...
Yeah.
Because if you were saying, like, oh, it doesn't make sense for their conflict with... Claudia and because like it was about understanding and they didn't like how does
that's what I want you to say.
Maya learned French, so how does they somehow don't understand each other, where Karen and Hikari have the same promise and but somehow they don't understand each other. But then what I realized and sent you the message about was
say it
like
again, because like that was really interesting what you were saying.
What, when I sent the message?
Yeah, what you said in that message.
Which is funny because you fucking said that's obvious, and I was like, well, fuck you. But anyway,
okay.
It's because Karen...
I'm done. I'm leaving. I'm leaving this fucking podcast. I'm leaving right now. I'm done.
How does Vindy say like nothing in the episode, but also like be the best?
He is the worst. I want him out. I want this rat motherfucker out of this fucking podcast forever. I want him gone. I want this rat motherfucker gone from my life, from everything.
I have a flash of inspiration. A fucking demon comes to me and he whispers sweet nothings in my ear, and I must obey.
So anyway, because what I said is like, because at the start, basically Karen, like they both want to fulfill the promise, but
no,
like,
he just unsubscribed from me. That's the saddest thing I've ever seen. Don't give that video its first dislike. That's so rude.
Holy shit.
Wait, he's disliking all my videos.
He's disliking all my videos.
This is the saddest thing I've ever seen. Disliking that video makes you a transphobe, by the way.
No, it makes me attack a...
Transphobia is just an illness. What the what?
Is that what it is? My name's not Valerixian.
Dude, fuck you, man. You're toxic.
He's raising the engagement on your videos, man.
It's the same engagement. I liked most of these.
Never mind.
Nothing has changed.
Okay.
Except
so anyway,
now he has a dislike.
Karen didn't want like Hikari wanted to become the top star, which as we found out, as we see later. But Karen didn't really want to become the top star for the sake of becoming, or for like.
I just saw the last thing on my discussion page is what saying you're a penis.
How long ago was that?
2 years.
2 years ago. That was before you even made any content. That's funny.
Do not take me off your sidebar. What the fuck? I'm leaving.
He's going fucking malding, hard malding.
Okay.
So anyway, as I was saying, but Karen wanted to fulfill the promise. She wanted to become the top star to fulfill the promise, but she didn't want to become the top star to become the top star.
Yeah.
And that was kind of,
Yeah, like what's interesting, right, is he's actually gone. He's just actually gone now. Anyway,
yeah, he's dead.
He's actually gone now. So anyway, like I think what was interesting about Revue Starlight, right, was what their relationship is the context that we get is with in episode 8, where like she says that where she as a kid says like I had to tell you that you needed to get away from me because if I stayed around you, I would have been dependent on you, right?
Yeah, and Karen, like she didn't have that sort of resolve to do that. So when when Nana talked about it when she went through all the past reviews, Karen was always at the bottom. She sucked. And like, because she wasn't trying. And then once Hikari comes in, she's strong enough to beat Nana, and eventually like she's the strongest. She beats Hikari even at the end, like, you know, because she's only able to move at first because Hikari's there, and where Hikari became strong on her own by leaving.
Well, because like what's interesting, right, is that like all of their shines all are missing something different. They're all like, when they talk about it, they don't realize that they need the other person in their duo until like after they get beaten, right? So that there's the idea that like Futaba is I forgot her fucking name, Sleepy Girl's biggest fan, right? And she like the entire reason why she wanted to beat her was like because she wanted the Sleepy Girl to be like the best. She wanted her to win because I want to see you shine and become the greatest in the world, and I'm gonna follow you, right? And there was the whole thing where like Tendi Mayo was like, we have a responsibility to the people that follow us, because Tendi Mayo also feels the same thing for Core and Smash Brothers, and that's like their relationship, like because it's like this thing where they're both improving for the sake of the other one, right? But that's the thing, Tendi Mayo is having Korin follow after her, whereas Karen and Hikari once the moment from that moment, Karen says that like me and Hikari are gonna stand at the top together. We're gonna go and reach our starlight, right? And that's like the interesting, because Banana tried to circumvent the system by just avoiding it altogether. Tendi Mayo just wanted to fucking like, it was that like she was still with Claudine, but she wasn't like it was like with a
well, they were like, how I saw it is like, because they were like rivals trying to surpass each other, where like, yeah, Hikari and Karen wanted to be at the top together, so they were actually united, at least up, you know, until the system sort of pushed them apart.
Yeah, they kept trying to, but they kept doing
it. Well, because at the end is like Maya like outright lost, and Claudia's like, no, I lost. Like, they're not she's not able to accept Maya losing because of their rivalry. Like, they're not, you know, fully unified, basically, because they have, you know, I think, or there was even a line. Let me.
There's a really potent image, right, where like Hikari, even after winning, is standing alone on the giant platform, but then Karen, like, her pillar, their tiny one, keeps stacking and stacking and stacking, grows to the top. She's like, no matter how many times I fall to the bottom, I'll still keep rising. I'll still keep climbing up, right? But then it's ruined because Funny Tokyo Tower flies through the middle of them and burns the bridge, and it's like, could you stop? Could you please?
But the promise, what? Did you notice how I think it was early in that episode where Tokyo Tower is inverted after? No, it was after Karen's failure thing, where it's inverted because their promise is inverted. Because
it's like, I think somebody worded it was like, someone's video was like, the system, and the system encourages you to climb up, but the only way to really defeat it is to go down it. And like it shows Karen jumping off him. Like, that's not really true. It's more so like everybody, like Karen literally says is like, you know, in the story, like the story of Starlight ends with her just giving up after she fell once, and she's like, but what if she just got up again and again and again and kept trying until she finally got what she wanted? And that's what Revue Starlight's about, more so. The way to break the system is to stop just accepting that one defeat is all it takes, and just keep fighting until you finally get what you want with people instead of trailing after them, you know? Oh, crazy. And I think there's just, the fans of the show just don't get it, because watching it, it's Revue Starlight's so overt with everything that it's saying that, like, what the fuck do you mean? Like, oh, in order to defy the system, you gotta go down instead of up. It's like, no, it's that if you go down, you keep climbing up. Because notice that Hikari was able to take a second chance at this review, because even though she failed, her glimmer was still there, just tiny, and then she recreated it by finding the resolve to keep going. It's almost like it's there for you or something. What the fuck? It's like,
yeah, like Karen falling, like in her transformation sequence, she falls down at the start, but that's a start. It's not how it doesn't end with her falling, because like you said, she gets back up.
You know what, Craftsdwarf? You know what it is? Maybe it's because I'm a Love Live fan, and that's literally one of the themes of Love Live, is that,
you know?
Maybe because I'm just factually smarter than them, because I'm a fucking Love Live fan, and that's like, like, I'm just objectively more intelligent than them. Like, there's really nothing that can be debunked about that, because that's literally one of the themes of Love Live. And Love Live's way on. You know, you said something interesting to me, because I say things that like are quote unquote obvious, right? I think are obvious, and then like you say like, well, no, it's actually not. And then I thought about it, and I was like, you know what? Maybe it isn't. Maybe it isn't. Maybe I'm.
I see. My stance is like, because like I got really awkward about it, because in my Precure a la mode video, I was actually taught, because I do think there's legitimate like, and maybe I could have tried to argue it better, but I didn't want to say anything was subtle, or because I didn't want to imply that like, oh, you didn't get it, you're dumb. Like I didn't want to come off that way remotely, so I just said like. So I just try not to say, it's like, I try to say the opposite, where it's like, nothing's subtle, nothing's deep, because I don't know what that, but I guess like in the content, like you could explain like, well, this is more subtle than this because this is explained better or explained more, because in a la mode, there's legitimately like one of the characters is very, like, it's, the presentation with her is more cryptic, there is just less said directly, and she's also like an older character dealing with more adult problems, so I think it's all I do think it's deliberate, but I didn't want to say that in the video, because I didn't, like I said, it was all a matter of like how I wanted to come off. So it's like, because you have to remember, people just don't fucking know how to read themes. So
like it's like if you get,
and like, because even if it like you're annoyed by like a lot of because a lot of it is really blatant. But I also like the fact like, yeah, it just kind of goes on in with it, and it is like it does weird and sometimes creative things like that. The pieces are meaningful, and I do like that, even if like. Yeah, sometimes maybe it's a bit too overt, like, and like sometimes like with the bananas are nutritious, and it's like, okay,
God damn it, no, they're nutritious.
Yeah, but so because like in the past you also had that issue with Kill a Kill, or like with some of the it's like imagery and stuff. So it's like where like I would personally would not have that problem generally.
Well, my
speaking.
problem with Kill a Kill isn't
we'll
we'll
talk. We'll probably watch Kill. We're like Kill a Kill's like we're definitely talking about it on the Weeb Club at some point. Let's be real.
But like it's a different thing with Kill a Kill. It's not so much that it's obvious.
Too Kino for you. I understand.
You know what, dude? Kiss my ass. I'm gonna give Revue Starlight a 7 just so its score is above fucking Kill a Kill, just to spite you. But like, yeah, that's the thing though, is like Revue Starlight, after rewatching, I was like, I know why I gave it a 1. It's because I was mad that I saw it was doing good things, but then wasn't going all the way with them, and just kind of like
and
fucks
then
around.
Like and yeah, you kind of had this like issue, likely because of Mr. Cynical. That
You just said his name. You just fucking said his name out, right?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, fuck that bitch.
We know who we're talking.
Fuck you, Rika.
Who we're talking about. Yeah, but it's like, because it's like you didn't want to like admit the good parts were good because of the negative parts. So like, and with help of what he was saying, you were like taking down the show, and like no one else could say good things about it. You had to respond like, oh, that doesn't make sense, and what they were saying didn't make any sense, but your responses weren't any better.
Yeah, it was just
and,
it was literally that
your
image
opinion,
of two gay.
Like you couldn't be. You were so mad you couldn't let yourself have any nuance in your opinion. Everything about the show had to be bad, except for the animation's good, like the music is good, but it's not handled like yeah. I kind of get. I think I see where past you this. Like was.
It's just this. That's all it is, right? It's just like. Because I think
isn't that just the whole show? That's actually what the whole show is. Gay girls fighting.
These girls are really gay.
They're super gay. Like it's overtly gay. Like in the open.
I love the episode where Karen fights fights homosexuality.
You know what? Yeah. You know?
She does.
I know.
She's fighting the fact that girl's gay. She's fighting homosexuality.
Because I remember it's just like all of these things I had problems with. I remember just like I remember I was talking through it with people because I wanted to make sure I wasn't fucking stupid for thinking it. And that's why I wanted you to watch it, Craftsdwarf, because I wanted you to like discuss it.
Yeah. Well, I kind of wish, and I think if you hadn't talked about it to me so much before I watched it, maybe I would have, or even like obviously I'm better at reading into things now than I was then. But and maybe I also wasn't willing to challenge. And maybe I wasn't as willing to challenge you on certain things. So
you're scared of his clout, huh?
He definitely wasn't back then.
I don't know. Maybe I wasn't used to just being what. I don't know.
Yeah, because we were still doing the BSA back then.
Yeah, so I'm so yeah. You wanted me to kind of maybe reiterate and challenge what you were thinking, but I wasn't.
No.
In the like, I like now like here's like the difference is like I would have given the show a 4 then, and I'm giving it a 5 now, so I don't even like it much more. But
Holy shit!
I think this is the first time this ever happened on the Weeb Club.
No, it's the second time this has ever happened on the Weeb Club.
What else did it happen with?
I have to remember, but I do remember there's one other show where we all had the same score on it.
Was there really?
Yeah, there was one other. We have to look.
Through. It was fucking no. Was it
Was it
Honey and Clover?
Asteroid? Was it what?
Honey and
Clover. It might have been Honey and Clover.
Where we all give it 8.
Oh, it was Honey and Clover.
It was Honey and Clover.
I definitely also have it in 8.
Yeah. So like,
and we were all like, "Wow!" And you're right. I don't think that's happened since. That's funny.
No, but like, I feel like because I remember when I was talking to people, was that nobody told me I was wrong about anything I was saying the entire time. The only people who were telling me I was wrong were these stupid idiots making bad videos who couldn't even make good points. And
who couldn't properly explain why you were wrong in a way that you would understand, right? And like, because they're also wrong.
It's like now I'm like, you know what? Everybody's wrong. I'm the only one who was right. Me and Craftsdwarf.
That's how I feel. I hate when feeling that way, where it's like the amount of people who are right about things. It's like the Weeb Club, plus Nunmanji, of course, who's basically Weeb Club, but unofficially, and then like Alexander and MathWiz. Like that's it.
Yeah, I hate.
These are the only people who I know who can be right about
Naruto?
Things. MathWiz and Alexander? What?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, Naruto is like.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is that one of the things you're talking about, or
no, people who can be right about things?
Just in general.
Yeah, like I talk about things.
Taserlad also. Taserlad also can be right about things.
Okay.
Because he made a video about Toy Asteroid. No, because he's been making like I've been watching.
Okay.
Because he's been making some good shit. I've been watching it, and then there's also
some bangers. You say?
Look, that Koi Studer Asteroid video is the only Koi Studer Asteroid video that's on YouTube that's analyzing it. Man's a fucking Chad, but like, it's. It's so funny because, like, I think the reason why I'm so mad at this show is because on some level I really, really, really want to like it. Like, I really want to like it.
Well, like, yeah, but it's like the show fucks up and like at the one. I mean, like that. Okay, what are your complaints about the show? It's like now, one is the.
I think now
it's just the music, right, or the reviews themselves.
It's execution.
Right?
It's entirely just execution of how it's like. It's
okay,
trying to
because you don't like
everything.
you don't care for the blatantness of it. You don't like how the music reviews are executed, where there's dialogue and there's like vocals when there's no need for there to be both.
And also the giraffe is a character.
The giraffe, yeah, that's fair. So basically, relatively speaking, you definitely have like way less complaints about it compared to then, but also like they're still pretty big complaints.
Fucking big, yeah.
So,
it's like they're really bothering me because this is like 50% of the show. The reviews are factually 50% of the show, and they're like just.
Well, they're the climax set pieces of the show, so even if they don't like actually make up 50% of the runtime, like the show builds into them, and they're like they're like saying like the shonen aren't just about fights.
It's the way the show solves its conflicts.
Right. Yeah, exactly. So they do matter a lot.
I'm the guy who made the video about anime concerts are the best things in anime, and like almost every anime concert scene that I like has made me cry. None of the reviews in Revue Starlight made me cry, and it's only except for one. I
don't know. Even if they were like well executed, I don't think that was necessarily the emotion they're going for. So, but they also probably what about like did they ever make you feel any strong emotions in the first place? Because for me it was never like okay, it's
Recreate.
It's
Recreate.
I cried when she fought homosexuality.
Shut
that was
up.
Pretty badass.
Shut up.
I cried when I realized I couldn't stick my hot banana into Die Banana.
Look, listen. Recreate's so goated, right? The way it builds up and stuff, and the fact that like it starts with like when she puts up her sword and her knife in the air, and every single spotlight shines onto it, and then it turns into like a flower and blooms again, and it shows that there's more shine.
Oh yeah, her weapon is cool too. I like how she uses like the rope and she grapples around and she does cool things with it. So,
and then she starts singing again. She starts actually singing the song with her fucking mouth again, but then they're still talking over it. And I was like, this could be fucking goated. This could be absolutely like fucking Chadley, and they just fucking go no.
So your favorite review involved Die Banana.
Look, it's insane.
Hey, she can't make banana puns during a review.
Exactly. You know what? Yeah, that's also true.
What if she sang banana puns in her songs?
Well, then Revue Starlight would be a 1 again.
Would that make it better or worse?
That would make Revue Starlight a 1 out of 10 again.
Bananit.
Nazis. Banana Third Reich. That's what this fucking album would be.
All right, it
It's a
sounds
little
like we're
edgy.
almost done with the show.
If you also realized during my Revue Starlight video, when I started talking about banana, I played the fucking Minions cover of Banana, Banana,
Oh, is that-
Banana.
Okay, I thought it was just because yellow. I haven't watched any of the movies or anything Minions related,
They
so
say
I didn't
banana
know.
every 5 fucking seconds. It's fucking
I've
tight.
never. Okay, I didn't know that. Okay,
They
That's-
talk-
I'm a
they
little-
Wait for us to watch the Minions movie.
They
for,
talk.
Weeb
The Minions
Club.
movie is the Minions movie is unironically one
It
of the,
has to be the Japanese dub.
the Minions movie is unironically one of the worst films ever fucking created. Those motherfuckers are terrible, and I hope
I
they
mean, I'd
all.
rather watch at least Despicable Me.
If
1
I
over
see someone
fucking
with the-
anything
No,
else.
because Despicable Me 1's actually really enjoyable. as a
People-
film.
That's why I'd rather watch that
People
one.
who like
No.
Minions,
No.
people
I
who
want you to suffer.
People who like Minions probably also sympathize with Adolf Hitler, okay? I don't fucking...
Dude, children like Minions.
yeah,
They don't fucking know who
and they
Hitler is.
sympathize with him. I bet you fucking children who watch the Minions movies and love them look at Jews and are like, you know what, you deserve... You belong in a fucking oven,
I
right?
can't believe you just said that.
You know what? Children are evil anyway. They probably think that shit all the time.
Okay, we need to
So
move on.
gosh.
We need to end this. We need to move on to final fucking thoughts. I gave the show a 5. It's like what's saying like the show could be a show he really likes. For me, it's like the show that is really good is maybe like a 6. Like I still don't see myself caring. Like it's fine. Like I thought about it. I was like, I think I like it more than BNA. But you know,
Wow.
that's neither here nor there.
Wow.
Dude, I'm so sad that the last 2 things we've watched for this fucking podcast, I honestly haven't given a shit about past the fact that the girls in it are hot.
Yeah, and with BNA it was only like the one.
God,
so.
you
Yeah,
know-
I know. And this
Like,
one, it was
because
like,
I realized, like, yeah, this show. I think it looked like I talked about my issues with BNA visually last time. Like, I think this show looks better visually. Generally, there's more characters that I give half a shit about, as opposed to just one character I give half a shit about.
know what-
I think-
like, yeah,
I think
I
my
like it
big
better.
difference though is like I would say that like
I think BNA is more interesting, like with what it does.
that also. Well, what I was gonna talk about purely how hot the girls are. I think that Michiru and BNA is as hot as all the girls in this show put together.
I wouldn't say that.
Like,
like,
so
well, I'm
like,
not a.
look, 'cause
I'm not afraid either. I'm just smart.
Look,
and so
listen.
like my problem is that like
Look,
I
listen.
can't sit here and say that like, oh yeah, the girls were hot, so I liked it as much as BNA. When like I liked it more because there were more hot girls. I got as much enjoyment out of all the girls in this show as I did just Michiru and BNA.
I definitely
So-
even just that one picture of Nana is hotter than anything in BNA. So
I
think-
disagree.
Well,
I
I'm
would
not a
say
furry,
that
so-
Hikari is probably
Me
like
neither.
Hikari is a really good character, and I like her
you're
a
really
lot.
not showing your case, Vindy.
Yeah,
You
you're
really
not.
aren't.
I don't need to show my case. Dude,
You're-
I am so checked out now. I don't think my brain's working anymore.
I don't think your
I
brain
could
has ever
talk
worked.
If I tried to.
I don't think your brain has ever worked.
I was
Mindy.
thinking the same thing.
Like honestly,
Y'all are fucking toxic. Look at that thing I made earlier. That was the last of my brain power. Those are my last 3.
and
brain
that's really
cells
sad
in use.
that was the last of your brain power. You ever think
I
about
was
that?
really happy.
I think it's been a neat Vindy. It's okay.
Thank you, Craftsdwarf.
You know, wait. You know what I just realized? That fucking image is from fucking
It's the
Bokuben.
Craftsdwarf one.
It's the fucking
yeah, it's
Bokuben
the
one.
Bokuben. It was neat.
And you're putting
it's
it on top of the
specifically-
Craftsdwarf one.
It's specifically the Craftsdwarf one. So I
That's
just
why
put
Dan.
Don
That's why
Banana.
that's why her head is stretched down to cover my
Yeah,
beard.
because I had to
That's
cover
like,
Craft's
that's
beard.
like layers upon layers of just lazy
I know.
bitch.
It's genius. It's genius.
No, you're a lazy bitch.
It's the most perfect image I've
You're
ever
a terrible
made.
person.
Vindy, give your final thoughts.
Yeah, no, I literally don't give a fuck about this show. Like, I don't care. The music was cool. The action scenes were cool. I didn't care when they opened their mouths. I only cared if they would have opened their legs, but they didn't.
I wanted them. I wanted Hikari to open her mouth so I can put something in.
It's a 5 out of 10. I don't know what to
Okay.
say.
I put my
It's a
banana
5.
inside Banana's
I literally
mouth.
don't give a shit.
All right. Hi, I'm WattheWut. I gave it a 5 out of 10 because for every good thing it does something equally as bad. And also the giraffe is a character, and the giraffe. If you like the giraffe, then you probably also love war crimes. So like you know.
So Kishimoto loves that
Yeah, I was
giraffe.
gonna say Naruto fans love the
Naruto
giraffe.
fans love that giraffe. They see that giraffe, they go, oh, they start doing jutsus and shit. They're
They
like,
see it,
Date
they go,
bayo,
"People
Date
pog."
basa, Date bayo. Right?
People Pog, giraffe winked at me.
But yeah,
People pog.
Revue Starlight is a show that every day I think about it. I feel like I should like it, but then I don't. And then I have to think about. And honestly, I
Every
think
day I think about you. I feel like I should like you, and I do.
that's so funny. Oh, and you do. Oh.
He subverted expectations.
So anyway, like,
Yeah, no,
he
was
deconstructed
ready
the
for me
Weeb
to
Club.
shit on him, and I was
Right?
so anyway, like,
being nice.
every time I think about it, I think that's why, like, my predominant thought of it is negative, because the entire time I feel like I should like it, but then I don't. And then I have to think about why I don't, as opposed to what is good about it. And honestly, I feel like I need to make an analysis video of Revue Starlight along with the one where I, like, have to talk about why I was wrong, because so there's at least one good analysis that actually understands Revue Starlight for people who don't get it. Because, Jesus, there is not a single
Because, yeah,
good
even
one.
if it is pretty... even if the show is blatant, there's people who just don't pick up on these things or know how to read into them.
They haven't watched Love
So-
Live. Because they're both made by Bushiroad.
Well, there are people who don't know how to read into Love Live, too, so it's like...
Well, of course. Love Live is also a show that has the same symbolism show up multiple times on screen, but they don't say it. And because they don't say it, these people look at that and go, the curtains are blue. It's like, okay, whatever. Fine. Be a fucking monkey.
What's about to fucking hyperventilate?
Well,
Did you say your score? I know
Oh,
you said
5
your
out of
score
10.
earlier.
5 out of 10.
Okay.
It cancels out. It cancels out, and honestly, I'm kind of glad now, because you know what? Every time I come out of a show that I used to hate and that I come out liking it more, that makes me happy, because I'm like, thank God.
It's definitely better than coming out of a show that you used something you used to like and going, wow, that was dog shit.
Anohana, am I right?
Well, yeah, and that's kind of like why we did this. You were going to do this anyway because of the because you had to do the video on it, but also from your ReZero video, like, we've just generally had the idea where it's like we might go through on the Weeb Club like things that we didn't like in the past, with the idea of like giving them another look, because in this case, like, Revue, you're still not a big fan of it, but you didn't give Revue Starlight a fair shake a year and a half ago, and here it is. Here's the fair shake. Like, it has problems, but it has good stuff. Like, we're able to like see that. So hopefully, if we do other things, it would be we have a whole list of things that we might go through. So at some point, we have several different plans for things we're doing on the Weeb Club. So for the backlog picks,
get us to fucking $50 on Patreon so we can start making more content, and we can actually make a lot of these plans happen quicker.
Yep.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, give us your money, and we might make content you like. We'll probably make content you don't, but either way, it's a waste of your money. So let's get it.
If you tell these weebs that's gonna be wasting their money, they get all hot and bothered. They're like, yes.
I know. That's why they buy figures and shit. That's why I know how to do it. Don't worry. Waste your money on us.
Yes, please. You love it, you dirty little sluts.
All right. Goodbye.
Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time on Vindy's Gone from this fucking podcast.
Hey, resubscribe to me. I don't care if you give my videos a like.